Hello students, today myself Astrit Patnaik who is going to discuss with you the empirical formula and the molecular formulae. In your chapter mole concept, this is the left behind part which we will discuss and complete today to complete the chapter mole concept. Okay, so what is empirical formula? The definition says the simplest formula of the substance which gives a relative number of atoms of each element present in a molecule of a compound or substance is called empirical formula. What is that? Again I am repeating. The simplest formula of a substance is called the empirical formula, which gives the relative number of atoms of the elements, each element present in the given molecule of the substance. Now it gives the simple whole number ratio. To make you understand, again I am telling, it gives the simple whole number ratio between the number of atoms of all the elements present in the compound. That is, again I am telling, the simplest whole number ratio between the number of atoms of all the elements present in the compound. What are the elements present in the compound? The each atoms ratio, that is the simplest whole number ratio. It is the empirical formula. For an example, suppose the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. The ratios of the atoms are 6, 12 and 6. So what is the simple whole number ratio? It is 1:2:1. Okay, so you can say that this is your molecular formula of glucose. So you will find the empirical formula basing on these simple ratios: carbon 1 atom, hydrogen 2 atom and oxygen 1 atom. So C1H2O1. So it is coming CH2O. It is the empirical formula of glucose. Clear? Now, what is empirical formula mass? What the empirical formula you are getting, you have to find out the mass of each atom, the sum total of the atoms present. How? The sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms present in the empirical formula is called empirical formula mass. For an example I am writing here, as I have written CH2O is the empirical formula, then the empirical formula mass is, the atomic mass of carbon is 12. How many atoms? 1 atoms. 1 into 12 plus atomic masses of hydrogen is 1. How many atoms? 2 atoms. It is 2 into 1 plus oxygen atomic mass is 16. Then 1 atom is present here. 1 into 16. So it is coming around 12 plus 2, 14 plus 16. It is coming 30. This is the unit I have written. U or AM you can write. This is the empirical formula mass. Now, what is a molecular formula? So, as a definition, it is a symbolic representation of a molecule of a compound in terms of symbols and actual number of atoms of each element present in one molecule of the compound. See, this is the exact things what we are mentioning here. The each element present in one molecule of the given compound, so what we are discussing. Okay, so it is called the molecular formula. Again I will repeat, it is a symbolic representation of a molecule of a compound. Which one? Molecular formula. In terms of symbols and actual number of atoms present. Actual number of atoms means, suppose glucose, simple egg compound I am taking, which is having CHO. These are the symbols of the atoms present, and the actual number of atoms In glucose, 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen, again 6. So 6, actual 6, 12, 6 are the actual number of atoms of each element. C12, CHO, each elements present in one molecule of glucose. Understood? So this is called the molecular formula. In general, these two definitions you have to by heart. Sometimes the question may be asked. Now we'll discuss how to determine the molecular formula from the empirical formula. First we will discuss how to determine the empirical formula. From that we have to determine the molecular formula. So there are certain process you have to remember. As molecular formula, which is equal to N into empirical formula. You just go through, I am telling, where N can be calculated as molecular mass whole by empirical formula mass. Understood? This N can be determined as molecular mass by empirical formula mass. You remember first, then I will give the example so that you can understand. Then in this what N you are calculating, empirical formula mass can be calculated from the empirical formula. So first you will determine, as I told, the empirical formula, from their empirical formula mass, as we discussed just now. So empirical formula mass can be calculated from the empirical formula. Then molecular mass, here molecular mass is also required, okay, or vapor density may be given in the question. Molecular mass will be already given in the question. If vapor density is given instead of molecular mass, so how you will calculate molecular mass? As you know earlier, molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So if vapor density is given, you simply multiply with 2 to get the molecular mass. Once you got the molecular mass, you have already calculated empirical formula mass. So N can be easily calculated. After calculating N, empirical formula is already you determined, then just multiply N with that to get the molecular formula. Understood? Now we will take some example. I hope it is given in your textbook also. I am explaining, you just see along with your textbook. Now the question is, a substance has percentage composition of sodium 43.3%, carbon 11.3%, oxygen 45.4%. Now the question is, calculate the empirical formula where atomic mass of sodium is 23, carbon is 12 and oxygen is 16. So this question only empirical formula is asked. Another example I will take to find out the molecular formula. Okay, so first you understand how to find out or determine the empirical formula from the given percentages. So a table you have to draw where you have to write elements which is given in the question: sodium, carbon and oxygen. Now what is the percentage? Next you will write given 43.3, 11.3, 45.4%. Then you write the atomic mass of the elements: 23, 12 and 16. Okay, this will be given as in the question. Even atomic mass also will be given. Now your duty is to find out the relative ratio. What is that? Percentage by atomic mass. Percentage by atomic mass of each atoms of the element. Understood? Then you are getting here 1.88. I have already calculated earlier. 0.94, 2.84. Now these are the ratios. You have to find out the simple ratio. What is that? Simple whole number ratio you can write. Simple whole number ratio you can write. What is that? The lowest one is 0.94, the ratio what you got will be divided by the lowest one to get the simplest whole number ratio. How it is? 1.88 divided by the lowest one, 0.94 divided by the lowest one, 2.84 divided by the lowest one. Understood? Clear? Then when you get this division, you are getting the result of 2, 1 and 3. So now you got the simplest whole number ratio as 2, as 1, as 3. So the empirical formula you have to write is Na2C1O3 like this. So 1 is not required, so you can write Na2CO3. This is the empirical formula to determine from the percentage composition and from the atomic masses. Clear? Now we will discuss another example. That is, a hydrocarbon is having 92.31% of carbon. Okay, the molecular mass is 78, it is given already. Then find the empirical formula and molecular formula, and atomic masses of carbon and hydrogen is also given in the question. So what you have to determine? Empirical formula and molecular formula. So just now we discussed how to determine the empirical formula. So first we will find out the empirical formula, then you will determine the molecular formula. So hydrocarbon, as the name indicates, it consists of hydrogen and carbon, two elements. Okay, the percentage of carbon is given 92.31%. Then what is the percentage of hydrogen? Out of 100 minus 92.31, you are getting 77.69%. Okay, now the same table again you make to find out the empirical formula. Elements carbon, hydrogen, percentage 92.31, 7.69, atomic weight 12 and 1, relative ratio is, again we discussed 92.31 by 12, 7.69 by 1, it is coming 7.69 and 7.69. So what is the simple ratio? The lowest one, as each one you can find out, any one you can take, 7.69. So 7.69 is divided from these two. So it is coming 1 and 1. I am circling this. So you have determined the empirical formula. It is coming C1H1 or CH. Okay. Now you have to first calculate, after determining the empirical formula, if the molecular formula is asked, you have to first calculate the empirical formula mass. What is this? CH, the mass you have to calculate. C1 and H1, 12 into 1 plus 1 into 1. It is coming 12 plus 1, 13 units. Okay. In question what is given? The molecular formula mass is given. Molecular mass is already given. What is that? Is 78 unit. So N you can calculate, as I have given the formula molecular mass by empirical formula mass, that is 78 by 13. It is coming 6. So you got N as 6. Now you have to calculate or determine the molecular formula. Again I have given the formula N into empirical formula. Understood? N into empirical formula. So molecular formula is equal to N is 6, empirical formula is CH. So it is coming C6H6. Don't write C6CH. Okay, it is coming as the molecular formula C6H6. So the molecular formula what we determined is C6H6. Understood? So this is the last part we had not discussed in our regular classes. I have completed this empirical formula, molecular formula, how to determine. Again I am showing this also, how to determine the empirical formula. So I am just simply at a glance I am explaining within 1-2 minutes. Again, first you have to identify the empirical formula, whether it is asked empirical formula or molecular formula. So you have to draw this table. Elements you have to write, percentage 43.8 3, 11.3, 45.4. What is given in the question? Then the atomic masses you have to mention. Then you will find the relative ratio between the percentage and the atomic mass. You have to find out the maximum up to 2 decimals you find out, so that it will be easy for you. Then simplest whole number ratio, the lowest one, this is the lowest one, you have to divide by each one. Okay, so the simplest ratio you are getting this. Suppose in case one of the simplest ratio is coming as 1.5, then to make it a simplest whole number, you have to multiply by 2 to get the 3 as the whole number. Understood? Like this, there may be some questions. Okay, so the empirical formula of the given this solution is Na2CO3. Understood? Thank you. Then you have to practice. So many questions are given in your textbook. Any doubt is there, you are freely welcomed to ask me. Okay, thank you.